guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Linus and I am a YouTube content creator. I create content such as beauty, lifestyle, vlogs, and story time. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, I don't even know what to tell you because you should do that. It is free, okay? And if you do subscribe, make sure you turn on those post notification bells so you don't miss out on any of my videos, okay? So in today's video, I am going to be doing a story time. I have never ever had this experience before, okay? If you're Zambian, you know the deal. You know that when you walk in those streets, them boys be like whistling at you, they be calling your name, they be yelling you out, you know what I'm saying? They be checking you out. So it's a struggle. It's a struggle, especially if you dress up, you look nice, you look really cute, you look put together. It don't matter what the age they are, okay? I had this one taxi driver that hit on me, and I'm pretty sure he was like 50 years old. 50, or he was in his late 40s, okay? He hit up on me and then he asked if he could be my Uber driver. I was like, what? Okay, stay tuned to listen to the whole story because this story is spicy. Let me rewind it for you guys so you catch it all up, okay? So the year 2019 is when I decided to go. Actually, no, I didn't decide. My aunt decided that I go home because she was the one who was paying for the trip because I ain't got no money, okay? So my aunt decided to pay for my trip to go back home. And before the whole trip, guys, I had to figure out where my family was, okay? Background story. When I was growing up, I grew up with my grandparents, okay? They were the ones that raised me up, but they died when I was in the States. And so the home that I grew up with had nobody there, basically. My aunts had gotten married and they moved to a different town, and everything that had happened when I was in the States. So when I went back home, there was I was unfamiliar with a lot of things, okay? So when I heard that I was going home, I was very scared because I thought about all the things that I've missed out on. I thought about all the changes that had taken place in Zambia and how lost I was gonna be and how stupid I was gonna look, okay? So all these thoughts were rushing into my brain. So my aunt Leslie quickly told me, oh, text your aunt back home and find out where they live. Let them give you the address and let them give you the you know, if there are any direction, let them give you those directions, okay? The problem is this, okay? When you're looking for a home back in Zambia, I've noticed that some homes, it will only give you a location of where the home is supposed to be. It's not gonna tell you you have arrived and your destination is on your left or on your right. It's not gonna tell you that. It'll just say you've arrived and you're literally in the middle of the road. You have arrived. Where's the house? I don't know where the house is. Okay, so I had to ask her. She told me you get to this point, turn here and turn there and turn here and turn here, and it's a blue house, yada 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 yada. I was like, okay, she's giving me directions and I'm set and I have a number and I have everything. I gotta get airtime and change my SIM card and all that stuff, okay? So I was preparing myself, but I was really scared. So we got on the plane and we arrived in Lusaka, but we had to board on another plane to go to Ndola because we didn't want to drive all the way from Lusaka to Ndola. We didn't want to do that. So we got on another flight and we got to Ndola. We got picked up from there and I was with this uncle, and literally this uncle like had no idea of where my house was, or he had no idea of any of the places that my aunt had mentioned. Like he had no idea, absolutely no idea. So I was using my knowledge to figure out where this home was, and so was he, and so was another person in the car. We were all trying to figure out where my home was, okay? And we turned at the point where she told us, oh, when you should turn left. We turned there, guys, only to find out that was a dead end, okay? So then we started getting frustrated because we were getting lost. We got lost so many times, and then we were like, okay, we need to ask somebody. So we saw some kids playing on the side of the road, and we just like grabbed one of them and we're like, we didn't get out of the car, but we just got one of them and we're like, hey, do you know where this place is? And this person was like, oh yeah, it's right over here. And so person was like, the driver was driving and the person was running beside the car, and so he directed us to where the place was, and I found my aunt waiting for me. So when I got there, guys, I had stayed home for about a couple weeks. I think it was a couple weeks, okay? And you know, when you're in Zambia, you want to do everything. You literally want to do everything. Everything that you've missed out on, you want to do at the same time. You want to go see your aunts, you want to go see your uncles, you want to go see your friends, you want to go see your favorite mall, you want to go get to there, your favorite snacks, all of that stuff. You want to do it all at once, okay? So me, who loves getting my hair done and making sure I look neat up there, I wanted to get my hair done, and my aunts were like, okay, we can go tomorrow and we can escort you, and I'm sure you'll be able to come back by yourself. And I was like, oh, I think so, but I'm not sure. So then I went to get my hair done, and this lady did a fantastic job and all that stuff. But on my way back, guys, that's where the problem began, okay? That's where the mountains were starting to come down, okay? So on my way back, I don't even know why, because I had used this route several times, but I think my brain was just foggy. So I tried to stop some buses because I am not rich. I ain't got no car. So I stopped some buses, and there was no bus stopping, okay? They were all kind of full and just passing by, yada yada yada. And so I see this taxi driver, and I stopped the guy, and the guy is looking like he's in his late 40s, maybe early 50s, somewhere there. And I stop him, and he has like a couple people in the taxi, and he says, this is actually my own car. I'm just dropping some family members and all that stuff, but I can give you a ride. Where are you going, guys? I tell him the place where I was going. I tell him, and he's like, oh yeah, I can give you a ride, and yeah, you don't have to, I can give you a ride. It's not that big of a deal. It's okay. So guys, we're heading, right? And I'm sitting at the back, chillaxing, okay? The guy, they always like to talk to me or something, like he's asking me questions, and I think the guy realizes that I have an accent. And I don't know how you guys figure out when somebody has like an American accent. You literally pick it up so fast, and I don't understand why. And I have had people ask me, are you Zambian? Are you Zambian? Are you Zambian? Are you Zambian? And I'm just like, I'm so frustrated with this question that how on earth would you ask me if I'm Zambian? Like, what? That is so frustrating. And when I'm in Zambia, I don't really speak Bemba that much because it's just like my tongue just gets so heavy, and I think I'm like very tensed up, and I'm nervous, and I'm surrounded by people who I know speak better than me, and so everything is just like foggy. I can't remember anything, and so like even saying water, even saying I want this, I want that, I don't remember any of that. So then my comfort zone is always to speak English. Bemba is just like I can't. It's stressful. It stresses me out, and so I don't speak it. And when I'm in a situation where I have to explain myself, I always have to use English. Otherwise, like, I don't want them to be, think I'm stupid. So I want to be able to articulate myself. And the only my comfort zone is English, okay? So then I see this guy driving off on the other side, and I'm like, this place doesn't really look familiar, but I think we're going the right direction. I'm not sure, okay? But also I was thinking maybe he's dropping off these other people and he's gonna take me where I'm supposed to go, okay? So I'm chillaxing, I'm sitting there at the back, I'm just like in my own little world, thinking everything was gonna be okay, all right? So this guy is just driving, talking to these people, talking to me, asking me some questions. He wasn't really talking to me that much, but he was kind of like asking me because I think he heard my accent, and he was like, this girl, you're interesting, where are you from? So then we get to where I thought I was getting dropped off, okay? So he drops these people, and I'm like, okay, I think he had to drop them off so he can come and give me a ride and drop me off too, okay? So then he drops them off, and this guy, guys, says, this is my destination. This is where I'm dropping all of you off. I'm like, yo, you're not about to do this to me. You're not about to just like leave me somewhere in the middle of nowhere and think that I'm gonna find my way back, okay? So then I'm like, why are you dropping me off here? This is not where I told you I was gonna go. And the guy's like, ma'am, you told me you lived in yada 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 yada. Hey, I was like, no way, I did not tell you that. I said, please do not accuse me of something I didn't do. We're about to fight here. We're about to fight. Because you just brought me to a place that I didn't sign up for. I didn't tell you I was going to go to this place. I told you I was going to go to that place. He's like, ma'am, you don't really know what you're doing. You told me that I was trying to drop you over here, but now you're fighting with me. I'm like, yeah, because I got to go home. I'm hungry, okay? And so this guy's like, okay, it's fine. I can give you a ride, okay? So then he turns around. Before he turns around, he tries to tell me, you want to come sit in the front? I'm like, I am not trying to sit in the front with a stranger, okay? It ain't happening. So then we're going, and he's like, it's okay, you don't even have to pay me anything, I'm just gonna, you know, give you a ride there. And I'm like, oh, okay. Things, like, literally things changed so fast. Like, we were on the bad side, now we're on the good side. It's okay, I'm not complaining. So the guy is driving, guys, and this guy is asking me where I'm from, and I keep hiding it. I'm like, I know I'm not from anywhere. I'm from around here. I'm Zambian, if that's what you mean. I'm Zambian. And so he's like, you don't really look like you're Zambian. Your accent doesn't sound like you're Zambian. Have you been out of the country? I said, no, I've just been speaking English for a long time. No, guys, this man caught me. This man caught me. I tried to defend myself, you know, in all areas. I tried to lie. I lied left, I lied right, I lied down, I lied upward. He caught me, okay? He caught me red-handed. And so I just gave in. And guys, then the interest sparked in this guy. He was asking me, oh, how long have you been around here? How long have you, how come you didn't know where you were going? How did you get lost? Ma'am, you can't really get lost. Like, you've been here for 2 weeks. How can you get lost? I'm like, dude, you don't know my brain. My brain don't want to work. If my brain tries to shut off, it's gonna shut down. Okay, there's nothing you're gonna do that's gonna make my brain start functioning, trust me. Plus, I'm hungry, I need food. My brain only awakens when there's food in here. I'm like trying to explain to this guy, I'm like, it's a struggle. And this guy's like, no, but you should know your area around here, yada 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 and yada yada. I'm like, sorry, you don't know my area. All right, so guys, he texts me to this place. I tell him the correct area and takes me there. He drops me off. I tell him to drop me off by the road, and he drops me. He doesn't drop me. Well, he stops the car. He stops the car in traffic. It's luckily there wasn't traffic coming, but he stops the car, and I'm like, can you open the door for me so I can go? This guy is trying to say you have to give me dollars. I'm like, man, I gotta give you dollars for what? Like, you literally just told me that I wasn't gonna pay you nothing. It's like, yeah, you gotta give me something because dollar is worth more than kwacha. I'm like, dude, I ain't got no money. I'm as broke as anybody can be. I be cleaning toilets. I be cleaning classrooms. Do you know what I do? You know what I do? Okay, so then this guy is just like, he's insisting. He insists. And I'm like, dude, like, you gotta get off my booty. Like, you just gotta be done, okay? So then, guys, I end up giving this guy like $2, okay? Because $2 at that point, that was a lot of money. You'll be rich. Okay, so then guys, I give this guy like $2, okay? He doesn't go away, and he keeps telling me, oh, I want to be showing you around Zambia, around our town, and showing you around, and you're not gonna have to pay me anything. I want to be your Uber driver. Hey, taxi driver, turn into Uber driver now. You want to be my Uber driver for free? Guys, my heart was like this. I'm like, Uber driver now? How old are you? How old am I? It is not compatible. So then, guys, I'm like, you want to be my Uber driver? I'm like thinking, like, how old are you? And I'm like, you don't even know me. I'm like, I'm having all these thoughts rush into my brain. You don't even know me. I don't know you. How are you gonna be an Uber driver? How you gonna be my Uber driver? It don't make no sense. And so he's like, yeah, I want to be your Uber driver. Can be coming to pick you up, and I'll be showing you around. And I'm like, there's no heck way that's gonna happen. It's not happening in my world, okay? I'm a very principled person. I'm not gonna have nobody that I don't know just driving around like I'm crazy, okay? So guys, this guy, like, he's not stopping. He's like, yeah, I would like to show you. I'm like, I don't want to be showed around. I can show myself around. Whether I get lost, I don't get lost. I want to show myself around. So then he then says, I want to come see your parents so I can introduce myself and tell them that I want to be your Uber. Hey, do you know my parents now? Do you think you can go and poke your nose and tell them you want to be my Uber driver, and they're gonna be like, hey, mister, you're a visitor, but we're gonna let you be an Uber driver to our precious little daughter, to our precious little niece, whatever. No, they're not gonna do that, okay? So this guy's like, oh no, I can talk to them and I'm sure they'll be okay with it. I want to show you around. You seem pretty nice and yada yada. This guy, and I was shouting, my heart was racing. I'm like, there's no, you cannot kidnap me. It's not happening. Like, you don't know who I am. I am the unkidnappable. You cannot do that to me. So guys, this guy is like, keeps troubling me. I'm like, let me out. I started getting so annoyed. I'm like, let me out. So he said, okay, you have to get my number before you go. And he's like, he's wanting to get my number, he's wanting me to give him my number. And I'm like, I am not stupid, boy. I am not stupid. So I lied to him and I said, give me your number. When I get home, I will text you, okay? I will text you and I will let you know what to do. Because this man would not let me go. He would not let me go. So then he's like, okay, he gives me his number. I'm pretty sure it's like in my old phone. He gives me his number and I'm like, okay, thank you for your kindness and your I don't know, your confusion and your unwillingness to let me out. But I was like literally so shocked because this guy was like, he was like in his late 40s and early 50s, I think, somewhere there, okay? And I was just shocked that somebody at his age would be crushing on me. It was like, I was so young and confused and lost and immature. So guys, like, if you're in Zambia, you never really visited Zambia, know that these things happen. Like, literally, you'll be passing by, random people will be texting you, people in the bus will be telling you. So you gotta be the rich people who will be having their own cars. You don't have that kind of trouble, okay? Because you're just like whooping it around, okay? But guys, that was like one of the strangest experiences I've had, and it was almost like kind of scary. But I'm like, I'm a tough cookie. I can handle it. I got it, okay? But that is all for the story time, guys. Like, that was crazy. That was crazy to me. I hope it was crazy to you too. But guys, that is it. Make sure you give this your thumbs up and let me know if you want me to do any more story times. I have a bunch of those, guys, like a bunch of those story times, like where somebody hits me up from nowhere. I have a bunch of them. If you want to hear them, let me know in the comments below. If somebody has hit on you before, comment down below, okay? Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.